fools my sons. Bag of ball, you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, let's get on up to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. For the call, we bring in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my step...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Looking deep down, a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 29, Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
I'm here all day.
Wait, 89! On 3rd down, Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him. Now this throw caught left side. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Edwards now on 1st and 10. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking, rush coming, and he's taken down. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. To throw is Rivers. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job. Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. To throw on third down, Rivers. And Pascal's got it. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route? No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown. The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone? So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Don't forget, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we've got the Pats and the Texans from NRG Stadium in Houston. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, it's supposed to be really cold up in Seattle as we've got the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field at 8:15 Eastern. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Now on 2nd and 16, Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch. Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass. And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Tannehill. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded in those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rivers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. With it is Jackson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. A big pickup of 38. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
The quick slant caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Final play of the half, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies and try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. And he's got room. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Let's go, boys.
A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards on the ground. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now it's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rakiasin. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 22, Rivers. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Rivers now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Rivers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Rivers to throw it. Caught by Sanu. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Rivers on the money, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's going to go down again. Daquan Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down now, it's Edwards. And an alley to run. He's got daylight. Touchdown, Titans. Gus Edwards, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass, and he goes out right around the 39. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Rivers. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Tight dog. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Henry. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Succop. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? And rocking and rolling.
And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
We're going to shut you down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Right, 54. Switch up. Check, cross, you draw, Corker.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. He will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
60 Pittsburgh. You want this?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Anthony Walker, the other Colts linebacker with over 100 tackles a year ago, making the play there. They'll run it again with Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He's got Smith here. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And this one brought in by Sanu. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To the air again here, Rivers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Rivers. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Rivers on first down. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Zach Pascal with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they take a knee. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So